Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! You're getting comfortable! Comfortability kills dreams! So get up and go get those games!
Effing Emily, this a effing Emily, effing Emily, this a effing Emily, effing A, hey, effing A, hey, effing A, hey, effing A, effing A, hey, 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 seen them from a block away, yeah, we know they hot, but hey, chilling with them villains, but they BSing from backstage, got that monster AK-47 bullet in your face, got them racks in plenty space, this is grown folks business here, so can't stay out that way, and I'm screaming out, Dingle Squad, like the haters hate, proving out these jeans, when we eat, y'all can't even have a plate, this a effing family, so y'all better get out the way, hey, this is effing A, y'all can check the DNA, put in work, but better play, snakes bringing us better days, no, we ain't giving up no freebies, y'all just gotta pay, love is love and positivity, it ain't no other way, hey, this is effing A, 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 hey, this is effing A.
This is Avatar.
What up, everybody?
Appreciate y'all tuning in again.
Hell yeah.
We are gonna have Kevin on here in a minute. He's gonna have everything from blood pythons to ball pythons, so everything in
And
between.
some boas, too.
Boas, green trees. So I don't know if he'll be able to show the green trees. You know how those can be. Shout out to Colorado Cold Bloods and City Serpents.
Hell yeah. Also, Reggie Urban Jungle. And
OG. So let's see what we got in the chat, and then we'll bring Kevin out. We got Will217.
Hell yeah. What up, Will?
Hopefully you guys tuned into his first episode of Coffee and Snakes. Second episode will be tomorrow.
Right.
Got Jay Slithers, Josh in the house. Oh shit, Josh is making banana bread. I'm jealous,
That sounds pretty good.
right? What makes it bread though? Really, it's more like cake to me.
It's a fucking cake.
What up, Jamie? Tire God Morphs. We got Nick. What up, Nick?
What up, Nick?
Almost forgot, literally opened YouTube right in time. Hell yeah, Nick. Glad you're here.
Hell yeah.
Kike, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Big shout out to Kike.
Fuck yeah,
Rest
man.
in power to Diana.
Oh, man.
So sorry, Kike.
All the love
Fucking
going to
terrible,
you, brother,
man.
man. All the love going to you.
Been thinking about you all week, man.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible, man. And if you didn't take part in that auction that Vance and RWO put together, there's going to be other auctions and stuff that going on to help raise money for Kike, and we really appreciate the community coming together for that. And hell yeah, got to try to turn a negative into a positive. Definitely a negative. We got.
Actually, I don't think turning negative into a positive just make it negative not hurt so bad.
Yeah, just show them we're thinking of them.
Right.
James Perry, what up, bro?
Fuck cancer.
Fucking A, man. Mitzi, what up?
What up,
Appreciate
Mitzi?
you. The Gotta GP? Gotta GP, like Green Tree Baby? I don't know. New face, appreciate you tuning in. Oh shit, we got Trevor in here.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
guessing it's Trevor. Might be Josh, but I'm pretty sure it's Trevor.
Shit.
We're going to have Breeder Underground, or at least Trevor, on the show here pretty soon. Hopefully Josh can make it too. But
Right.
we got James B in the house, All City.
All City.
Got the newest member of our Patreon, Mark, Rat Bastard, in the
Hell
house.
yeah, what up, you rat bastard?
Got Will, Python Portal. What up, Will?
What up, Will? Python Portal?
He was on the panel for that auction. I can't even
Yep,
talk.
yep.
Appreciate y'all for doing that.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, Kike. Who else we got? I think I got just about everyone. Okay, I got everyone.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, everyone. I don't know what happened there. I took us out somehow.
That can happen.
But we're back. Luckily, we didn't end the stream. Now that's always fun.
Right.
So we're going to bring out our guest. His name's Kevin Arbogast of Arbogast Reptiles.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Kevin?
What up, Kevin?
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Oh, hell yeah, man. We can't wait.
Yeah, appreciate you being here.
Yeah, awesome.
So what are we going to be, what are you most excited about today?
Probably my Karma Blood Python project. That's something that I'm really, really digging deep into.
Hell yeah.
So I kind of lucked into it probably about, 24. I had a pairing that I did. It was a female batik. She was known to be het for egg albino. So I bred her to a golden eye that was het for egg. And I also bred her to a golden eye ivory that was het for paws. So it was pretty interesting. It was a split clutch. I only got 2 babies from the golden eye ivory het for plus, but one of them was a T positive, which was wild. It was a T positive 007. So right away that told me that this girl was also het for paws. She's carrying both things. And then there were a couple other odd looking ones in there. And it took a little bit for them to, one right away I could tell it was a Karma. Because the Karma babies, they look more orange. You can stick a Karma next to a normal and they're like night and day. One is like more deep reddish and the Karmas are more orange as babies. So I knew right away that was one, but I had a weird looking pixel and a weird looking golden eye. And I had a batik also that I knew straight away was a Karma too, because her color was that orange color. Now the pixel and the golden eye, they were a little bit different. It was weird. They almost looked like they had traits that looked paws, but they still had like pitch black pigment in them. So it was definitely interesting. And the more and more they, talked with other breeders and stuff, and as they aged and started coloring up, that's when we realized that they were, that they were Karma combos. Someone has done Karma golden eye before, but the pixel was actually the first ever Karma pixel. And from that point on, when I saw the potential, one of the things that I really enjoy with blood pythons, I really like the white snakes, like the 007s, the magpies, the goldeneye ivories, but they all tend to muddy up a little bit down the dorsal, especially down the dorsal surface. And this is where Karma, the bulk of its heavy lifting is on the dorsal surface. It almost makes, like the Karmas almost look like T-paws on the dorsal area, and then like just normal on the sides where it keeps all that dark pigment. So it's pretty interesting. It's a lot of potential there, especially I think to clean up the white snakes. That's where I'm headed with that, and just to give a lot of color and contrast.
Oh, yeah.
Do you by chance have the pixel, the Karma pixel?
Yeah, I can pull that one out real quick. Let me back this up.
Yeah, whenever you say color and contrast, that's like the 2 big things that I shoot for in ball pythons.
Yeah, and the cleanliness too, which is, ball python breeders can relate to it in terms of desert ghost. What this really seems to do, like, what desert ghost, what desert ghost does for.
Oh wow!
And this thing, like, I don't know how well that's coming across. Like, his head is like, he has super, super pink highlights on his head. Real nice contrast, but you can see how clean he is, like his tail.
What up, Keys? That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like that color. I mean, normally even at this age, they start muddying up on the back, and this is just pure cleanliness. And a lot of pink highlights in it. We're going to be vending Daytona this year, so our goal was to try and put together a clear acrylic setup so that I can get both the Karma Pixel and the Karma Golden Eye in it, just to kind of show it off to people to see how amazing that these are turning out.
Yeah.
They're absolutely incredible. And let me put him back.
Freaking beautiful, man. It almost looks like a golden trout or something.
What's that?
It almost has like the same design and pattern as like a golden trout.
Yeah. Yeah, she's cool. This is the Karma Golden Eye I'm going to pull out here. She's a female, so she's a little bit bigger. But it's not even just that, like,
Oh, wow.
like when you look in this area here, the front, the blood pythons are a little challenged to handle because they don't like being up in the air.
Right.
So, but she's got beautiful, I don't know if the light's washing that out too much, but she's got beautiful pink color on her head. All down the first quarter of her neck is just nothing but pink.
Yeah, well, whenever we're back a little bit, you can see it a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. She's pretty.
Yeah. And then if you see like her color, I'll bring her up close. You see her color in here, there's no black in there. It's just pure red. Very tiny little bit on the lower edge. And like her tail color is just super clean.
What does she weigh about, roughly?
I don't know. I mean, she's decent size. She's not even 2 years old yet. So.
Yeah, I know they can get big. They can get up to 20, 30 pounds, right?
Yeah, honestly, I think the best weight is like around that 15-pound size.
Yeah. It's usually pretty big.
Yeah, I let my big petite girl and my big T-Paws girl, I let them get a little too big, I think. They're probably like in the 25-pound range. Here, I'll pull out a Karma Petite.
That's a huge bitch.
What's up, Kent?
What up, Kent?
Man, new house. Congrats.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
And this is the Karma Petite.
Ooh, hell yeah.
You see how orange she is? Like, that color is just insane.
Wow.
Super, super clean. Just gorgeous pattern.
Close to a T-Paws, but what is that, like slightly lighter or brighter than a T-Paws, or?
It's like,
not really. It just for some reason they have the Batiks have a lot of orange color on them.
Oh.
Naturally, they're not a real deep red morph. It's actually hard getting red into Batiks a little bit. So I think these guys turn out a little more orangey when Karma's added to it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, this girl is killer. She's so you see how orange she is. I'll pull out her mother. And now this girl's not a Karma. She's a Karma maker. She's double het, but she's not a visual Karma. And she just had her clutch on Monday, but she's already she had some good weight to her. So, but you can see she's not as orange. She's just this is a normal color for an average petite.
Okay.
One thing she does have is she's not really fired up today, so she has a nice red head to her, but it's not really popping today.
I like the blacks on the side of that one.
Yeah, the petite pattern on the side is really cool. Like I think this is the coolest pattern morph in Bloods.
right.
Golden eyes are wild. They're cool, but there's just something about the petite.
Yeah.
That pattern really cool.
But you can't, if I remember right, you can't have two batik to batik because it's fatal, right?
Yeah, they don't thrive. You know, it's kind of like in boas doing a super jungle to a super jungle, which I accidentally did last year. I didn't realize the male had jungle in it, and
Oh,
they normally don't thrive, and they always have like this little kink at the end of their tail. Let's see if this girl's going to behave today. She can sometimes be a little pissy. This is the T positive 007 that came out of that clutch. I call it the variety pack clutch because there are just so many. But
I love
these are
clutches
T-paws.
like that.
And the thing is, I love the T-paws. Like, I think this is so cool. But these markings in here, like on top, you know, they're kind of like brownish looking or whatever. And if you do, like with a Karma version of this, you'll get all that nice light color, but you'll keep the dark contrast of the black markings on the T-paws stuff. So that's why I think the magpies and the goldeneye ivories and all that are just going to look absolutely killer. So yeah, seeing this girl pop out, I was like, yeah, that was pretty much a surprise for sure.
So the magpies, those are the ones that are like a white snake with like black dots on them, right?
Yeah, those are they're super golden eyes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep, and these okay. I've actually got these two in here for breeding, but they're not doing anything right now. But although maybe he was, he's pissed I just interrupted him. Maybe he was courting. This is a T-negative goldeneye.
Ooh. Wow.
I've decided to pair him up with my huge T-paws girl to try and make some more Karma goldeneyes.
Nice.
I would like to have a few more to hold back, but I'm not going to keep him out long because he's about to lose it. He's busy doing his thing, and I'll pull out my big T-paws girl. This girl she is literally the most sweetest snake. I've only had one other snake that was as sweet as she is.
Look at that's like red.
She has a nice red head, which I want to get into that Karma project because that red head is polygenic. You know, it'll go through in the next generation or whatever.
Nice. Yeah, she's a big girl.
She is a big
right.
girl.
She's long too.
Yeah.
Wow.
That might be the longest one I've seen.
She's a big blood, man.
Yeah, she is, man. And she's an absolute sweetheart.
But
that's a good thing.
But she absolutely hates being in a cage. You know, she pretty much rubbed her nose off, and I was like, I did everything I could with her temp. You know, made sure the temps were right, made sure everything was set up well for her, but she just didn't like it. I put her in the tub, and she's been great ever since.
She says she needs her privacy.
Yeah. You know, I mean, they're like ball pythons in a way. They're small, stocky, not small, but they're stocky ambush predators.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that spend a lot of time, you know, in a hole and stuff like that. So.
Yep.
And as you can tell, even, you know, the male teenage goldeneye, he wasn't super stoked. When I picked him up because he was in the middle of actually courting her. So, but I ain't worried about it.
Put me down before I lock your arm.
Yeah, exactly. So, but even then, he was still. You could see chill. Like, the rumors. You know, the thing about blood pythons being all savage and this and that. It's way overblown. You know, there are some. You're gonna have some that are just cantankerous. They're just assholes. You know, there's not much you can say about it. But they're
get that with any species, though. Really, I mean.
You really do.
Reds once, and it fucking leapt at me sideways. I'm like, nope, I'm fucking done.
He's never, like whenever we do cleans, if he's on that rag, he just skips it, and I have to deal with it.
No, that ain't my snake.
Yeah. So you get that with anything, and I think the percentage of, you know, nasty blood pythons is the same thing as the percentage of, you know, in the ball community or boas or anything like that.
Well, the thing that got me though is like the ball python will always strike forward. This thing leapt sideways.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this ain't cool. I can't tell which way you're
They
gonna
are
go.
surprisingly quick and agile for as big as they are. Like
Their strike is insanely quick. They move insanely quick. The big difference between say a pissed off blood python as opposed to like a pissed off ball python is an angry ball is pretty easy to manage.
Yeah.
If you do get a real feisty angry blood python, it's a handful. Legit. There's just no other way around it.
rub their head with a paper
Especially
towel
if you're
and
trying
they're
to hold
good.
it like this.
No.
If you're trying to hold it like this instead of like a ball python where you just hold it away from your face.
Yeah. No, and the bloods, man. The bloods, you really got to kind of bring in close and
You're
support them.
That support.
You know, and like I said, honestly, my adult bloods, I've never been tagged by them. Now, the little ones, like the little T-Paws 007 I brought out, that girl one day, I took her out back to take some photos, and she was just a little, I could tell she was a little bit on edge, and I was like, I thought I could just push through it, and then that's it. Nope, she just, after that, she just went nuts on me and got my arm, and at that point, there's really not much you can do. I mean, maybe you can throw a towel over them and try it, but I didn't have one there, so I just was like, all right, I got to deal with this. I just had to pick her up and just take the bites, and so I could put her back in the holding tub and then get her back inside and stuff. And yeah, she lit me up pretty good. And you know, so when they lose it, they definitely lose it. But for the most part, today's blood pythons are, super, way different. You got to remember, I started in the early '90s. I got my first snake in 1990, and then I started dealing, first 2 years was just like pet store stuff. And then when I went to my first National Reptile Breeders Expo, that was when it was back in Orlando and not in Daytona. That was 92. And then after that, I started getting into everything. And my first blood pythons were imports. I did get them as sub-adults, hoping that would be a little bit better, but nah, they were feisty.
Man, I can imagine
right?
Yeah, the imports back then were savage.
What part of are they Africa? Is that where they were imported from? Or?
No, they're Southeast Asia, Indonesia.
Oh, okay. I actually did not know where blood pythons came from.
They come from like Sumatra, Malaysia, some in like Southeast Asia, like
right,
Vietnam and stuff.
Yep. Sumatra.
Yeah.
Short-tails. Yep. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So that's kind of where that short-tail complex is found. You've also got the Borneo short-tails on Borneo. Obviously, the Sumatran short-tails, which are the black ones, and so yeah. Yep. And
so are you breeding your own rats, and are they all eating, I'm assuming, fresh killed frozen thawed?
Yeah, I breed my own rodents just because price-wise, it's hard to beat that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole hassle on itself, and in many ways, sometimes spend more time in the garage dealing with the rodent racks than I do the snake racks.
Yep.
But it's worth it for peace of mind that I know what's going into them. I feed them good food. I give it, like just today before I came on the show, had some leftover shredded chicken breast, so I did that up in like a little bowl. Some oatmeal, some freeze-dried mealworms, that chicken, and some walnuts in there. I, put it in one of my grow-up tubs just to let some of the grow-ups get some good food in them and stuff like that. So, so it definitely helps in everything. And then I just cull it as I go along and freeze them up because I prefer to feed them frozen thawed, especially with the blood pythons and with the chondros. I think frozen thawed's great because I thaw them out in water, and that's a good way to hydrate them. Yeah, like especially with like chondros and bloods, they're so susceptible to dehydration. You really want to keep them hydrated, and I find that I don't have any problems with, bowel movements or anything like that. Because bloods can hold it for a while, and if they get dehydrated, one of the problems you get is issues with the urates, creating a big giant urate ball and she having difficulty passing it. So that's something you got to keep an eye on with hydration. Okay. So, and obviously chondros, they have issues with prolapses, and I think a lot of that has to do with hydration also. You know, I mean, I actually feed my chondros a pretty significant size meal for their size. That's kind of my theory with everything. I tend to, you know, feed larger meals than I think most average people do. It's some of the old school in me, you know. We
Well,
don't do power feeding, but
Yep.
yeah, I mean that's the thing. It does. It works, you know.
you ain't wrong then, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and it's always nice breeding your own rodents too, because you with all the different species you keep and different size species, it's
yeah,
like you can go get whatever
100%.
you need anytime
Yeah.
you need. And yeah, that's always
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, 100%. And like, honestly, one of the things that I really like is those in between sizes. You know, those like rats that are kind of like a little bit bigger than small, a little bit smaller than mediums.
Yep.
I
Those
know,
ones
Chuck.
come in. Those come in handy. Same thing with the ones where they're a little bit bigger than medium. Like those intermediary sizes are good for helping keeping. You know, I'm a strong believer that when it comes to pythons, that first 2 years is important. That first 2 years of growth.
Yeah.
You may not necessarily stunt a snake, but I don't know. I've seen it though, where I've gotten some animals that are like 2 years old, but they were maintenance fed the whole time, and they don't grow. They do grow, but they don't grow like the same way as the young ones. When you get them young.
And it seems like a lot of the time those ones can be your pickier eaters too, because they're not
Yeah,
used all the
100%.
time.
Yep, 100%.
I
I found
hate
that.
maintenance feeding people so
Yep.
much.
Yeah, it's tough because I experienced that a little bit with some ball pythons that I took some time away from the hobby basically around 2010. I had to sell everything off at that point. It was a bummer. I had my best year in 2009, and then the economy and just our living situation, it didn't work. So I had no choice but in 2010 to sell off everything. And I had chondros going, I had lomas, children's pythons, my ball python stuff. And I had just gotten to the point where, I was, the 2 years before that, I was breeding some of my holdbacks and all of that. And it was pretty frustrating to have to step away, but I was able to, let me to go do other hobbies because I do BMX and motocross too, or I used to. So I just got involved with those. And then finally, when the opportunity came around in 2022, that's when I got back in the hobby. And the first couple of ball pythons I got, like, they looked small like hatchlings, but they were probably like 9 or 10 months old. And I had nothing but problems with those ones feeding.
Man.
I got lucky that I had one adult female that was a killer feeder. She was a double het for albino pied, and I was able to get 2 clutches out of her, and that helped. Eventually I sold her and I kept my holdbacks. So I got a pied het albino pied, and then a albino het pied, and those girls are insane. Like they feed frozen thawed, and they
Hell yeah.
feed just as aggressive as any of my other snakes. So I don't know. It's just something I've always noticed with with my holdbacks, that ball python specifically, I don't have the feeding issues, but I don't know.
I think they're more habit related than we give them like credit for. Like, I think that you can have them develop good eating habits. Or if you try to maintenance feed, I believe that it's going to lead to bad feeding habits.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, I think that, I think the ones that are, maintenance fed too much, that they, I mean, obviously you can't pump these things like holdbacks, because otherwise you're going to run out of room. They're going to outgrow their cages and stuff like that. And it's obviously tougher in a market right now where things are moving so slow, that it seems. So I don't know. It's it's you got to find kind of the right balance.
Right.
So, but
What are you doing with the green trees?
right now we're just raising up a group. We started about a year and a half ago. Just started adding animals to the group. I got some sarongs off of a guy named Jamie Daly. Really nice dude. We ended up getting 2 sarongs, and I got lucky that they ended up both being females because, as you know, with chondros, we don't sex them until they're about a year old.
Right.
Worried about kinking the tails and stuff like that. So you buy them unsexed, and you just kind of hope for the best. And those were 2 females, and they're killer looking. We bought a designer, an unsexed designer that was 3 years old. I think she may be ready to go next year. And I sexed her. I met the guy at Daytona during the expo and picked her up from him, and then me and my buddy George sexed it and turned out to be a female. I was like, nice. So got 3 females, and I've got one that's be a year old, a little bit longer, and we'll find out what the sex on that is. And then I've got a male that I'm waiting, that I purchased. It's a designer male, and just waiting for the weather to break in Chicago.
Nice.
No rush. I'm actually getting the cage set up for that one, and for one of the sarongs. Let me see if I can grab her out. She's still in a tub.
You got any soul rights?
What's that?
You got any soul rights?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
You said so wrongs. I said you got any so right?
Hard ass.
Yeah.
I actually didn't catch it till you said the so wrong part. I'm like, is there a locality called So Right? I don't know. Oh, nice.
So
I'm just making bad dads.
Oh, wow. You touch her head? And...
Oh, yeah. She's super gentle.
Oh,
She's
wow.
chill. Green tree pythons, you're basically, everybody's talking about with the anger issues, it's
right.
imported Beox, and my ones back in the 2000s were farm hatched Beox, and they were pretty, she was pretty feisty, but like,
well, back in the day, a lot of these things were imported, and wild snakes can act like a wild snake.
Yeah, everything in my collection right now is captive bred.
Hell yeah.
Even my yellow rat snake, I got a Seminole County yellow rat snake. It's literally like the next county over from me. I could go get one from the wild, but I didn't want it. I want everything captive bred.
Yeah.
So,
the attitude's just better on them. They're more bulletproof, in my opinion. Like,
100%, 100%.
Like parasites or anything like that. Like,
and this
captive bred all day.
This is a young one. This one is from Kyle from Mojo Herpetoculture. And this is a Cyclops Mountain by an Aru Jayapura cross.
Wow.
So this one's really nice.
Turn your light down just a little bit. You should be able to bring it closer to the camera.
Yeah.
There we go. Yep. Bam. That's a little better.
But yeah, this guy's really cool. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. We'll find out in a few months. But really,
hopefully,
beautiful,
another girl on your hands.
That would be nice.
I don't know, like how many girls can you put a male to?
You can run a male to multiple females, like with boas, and with like the boas and the blood pythons. I generally stick to one male to one female, or 2 males to 1 female. Like I don't stretch the male out unless, say, early in the season he's with a female and she ovulates real quick. Then I'll put in, if still time, then I can put him. But you really want it to be one-on-one. I know that if you're really working on a project, there's not a problem with like blood pythons with throwing them to like a second female. That's fine, but I think after that you're kind of pushing your luck a little bit, in ball pythons I've done it myself, run them to, multiple females without any problems. And there's, chondros I'm closer to ball pythons than that. I mean, you can run them to, 3 or 4 females. I think most breeders still stick to 2 though. They kind of pick 2 females that they want to see go with them and ride it out. And
for us, it's all about like how well the male eats through breeding. Yeah. If he's a good eater, man, he can fuck every week, whatever.
Yeah. And it's like that with my boas too. Like so far, this is a nice little red Amazon tree boa that I just got.
Oh, good Lord.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, and this is a female. I got 2 females. I got this one and then I have a bicolor, which is like yellow and like deep orange. But these are pretty cool.
Those are really cool, man.
Yeah.
Are they usually like kind of patternless like that?
Oh
They
man,
vary a lot.
they come in every color, pattern, and everything under the sun.
Huh.
I have-
I'm actually
Yeah.
surprised they've been taken off more than like green trees.
What's that?
Those are the ones you used to look at with the crazy white markings.
Yeah. I was saying though that I'm surprised they haven't taken off quicker than like green tree pythons.
Yeah, 100%. You know, well, I don't know. Right now, they're definitely increasing in popularity big time. There's a lot of people that are, you know, specifically working with Amazons. They're trying to work out the genetics because there's, you know, you got the garden phase and you got all the different colored phases and stuff. There's the tiger trait. So
the stripy ones.
yeah,
all
the
over
striped ones are tigers. Then you have leopards as well. You have calicos. Calicos are now, you know, reliably reproducible. So yeah, it's, you know, there's you know, they're not quite at the chondro level, but they're like, you know, right underneath it. They're really just, you know, there's really a hardcore group that's really working on them, you know. And for me, you know, that first show that I went to in '92, you know, that was the first time I'd even seen an Amazon tree boa. I hadn't even seen them in zoos or anything like that. And you know, the local shops around here just carry stuff like berms, retics, which you know, I kept a lot of retics back in the day, corn snakes, and like that type of stuff. Your basic, you know, pet setup stuff. Ball pythons, obviously, but the ball pythons back then were all adults, all big imported adults that did not do well. That's actually what my first snake was. So yeah, so when I saw the Amazon, I was just absolutely blown away by it in person, and I ended up picking one up at a show, you know. So yeah, it was pretty, and I've just kind of always liked them, but I hadn't actually kept them. I realized it'd been like, I think the last one I had was like '96, so it's been like almost 20 years, and I was just like looking at what projects I want to do. I was like, yeah, I want to, you know, I'm not interested in taking it to the level that the people that are really deep in the Amazon project are. I'm just looking at having fun with, you know, I'd like to just have 2 pairs, you know, 2 females, 2 males, and just have fun breeding them, you know. So yeah, so I'll be excited.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was definitely unique looking. I hadn't seen one that looked like that before.
Yeah, and that's actually believe it or not, it's actually a tiger too. When it was young, yeah, I got it from Darian Sanchez from Dare to Rise of Orioles, and he showed me photos when it was young. You could clearly see the stripe. It was just a different shade of red, but as it's gotten older, you don't see the striping from the tiger, but the genetics are there. So, putting it to even like a normal colored Amazon, you know, you'd get half tigers, roughly half, you know, without the striping. So yeah, so I got a little bit of morph thing to play with in there too.
Nice, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So
when you said designer morphs, are those ones that like get all the crazy different colors and
speculations?
Yeah. You see, the designers are generally, they're a mix of localities. And this started way back in the day, like the late 70s, 80s, and really accelerated through the 90s. Back then, everything was just, you know, Chondropython viridis. They were just all green trees. It really wasn't until, I forget when Danny Natuch did that study, but yeah, they ended up breaking chondros into like, you know, I think it was 3 separate species with a couple subspecies. Yeah, pretty wild. So, or 2 species with a couple of separate species. You got like, you know, Biox now are like Morelia azurea, and like say Aru and Australian chondros are like Morelia viridis. So yeah, so now a lot of those are just basically like they're realizing it's hybrids, and a lot of designers are definitely mixes, but at this point, there's no going back from that. I mean, the breeders didn't know any different years ago. So you've got 30 to 40 years of almost 50 years in some cases of lineage. So for the designer stuff, and I like them both. It's kind of like I like morph animals and I love the wild type animals.
Yeah.
Morph animals are cool, and I like like one of my favorite species is probably the olive python. I used to really like retics, and being in Florida, we can't keep retics, and honestly, like 52, I just don't want to deal with retics. I did that, throughout the 90s and stuff, and I love them. They're awesome. The thing I didn't like that they got that big, but the way they interacted with you and stuff was just different than any of the other snakes. Way different than, say, a Burmese python. When I was into retics, that's when everybody was keeping that's when all the Burmese morphs were really hot and stuff. And I had a couple Burms, but I liked them. I just didn't like them as much as retics. And olive pythons kind of fill that niche without the super size. I mean, if you feed them enough, they'll get to 10 to 12 feet long, but you don't need to get them that big. You can keep them in that 8-foot range.
So this is kind of the type of green trees I'm interested in. I don't know if that's like designer. That's a designer there. Like that's the crazy stuff I like, man. Is like just the mashup of crazy colors and pixelation and just crazy.
Can you guys hear me? My sound got cut off.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So could you mix that with an Amazon and end up with some really stupid, crazy stuff?
I don't think he can hear us.
Probably not.
Yeah, he can't hear us.
I don't think you can hear us.
Now that I got rid of the screen?
Yeah, now I can hear you guys.
Okay, for some reason, having that screen up.
Weird. Yeah.
So,
could you guys hear me?
Yeah, we could hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
But yeah, I was just saying that was what I was interested in for green trees, is like a designer type like that with all the colors and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, you really got to see what the adults look like, and I may piss some people off saying this, but some of those designers are like really cool when they're going through the color change, and then they may just turn green as they get older. You just don't know. It's kind of a roll of the dice. The stronger the lineage, the deeper the lineage, I think the more chance you have of getting something that's outrageous.
So do you know if you could mix a green tree with an Amazon?
No, that's not because that's Python to Boa. So.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know that. Yeah.
I mean, you can mix a green tree to a carpet python. They've done that. They've been doing that for years with the carpondros.
Those look really cool.
Yeah, they are actually really cool. I don't have a problem with hybrids.
They're not going back to the wild.
Yeah, no, exactly. They're just a funky looking snake, and at the end of the day, we're just keeping snakes in boxes. It's
right.
We're not.
It's a pet.
These aren't. They're just, and they're no different. I don't see it really much different than the morphs. It's just creating something, something interesting, and I'm having fun. I have an extra female ball python. She's a firefly, and it's one that I produced. It was the last clutch I hatched out of my 2010 group, and it was a pairing I did with my buddy George MD. He had a fire male, I had a pastel female. 2010, those things were still, going for like $1,500, $2,000. So, we made some, and he kept some, and I gave him the females, and I kept all the other stuff, and I kept one firefly male for me to sell. That was like one of my last things I sold, but it was cool because George held on to that girl and gave her to me when I got back into the hobby, and I've just been keeping her as a pet. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw my male Woma to her because I love walls. I think the Woma ball python hybrids are crazy looking, especially when you throw them to like morphs and stuff like that. So they're pretty cool looking. And another thing is
the eyebrows freak me out, man.
Oh, the eyebrows, yeah, they're pretty wild. I mean, honestly, I love them. I had success breeding them in the past, and I've got a group that I'm raising up now, just a pair. I think they'll be ready to go next year. We'll see. but they've always been one of my favorite pythons, especially because I never. Whoa, hey. She was like, they are like little sharks. I always call them land sharks because they just love. They just love to test, and I don't really like to see her belly nice and orange.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And then her backside, she's got a nice stripe.
Man,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, really cool looking. They're beautiful pythons, and they're cool to keep.
Right.
Just sometimes if you see them, licking around your arm or whatever, it's a good time to put them down. You're about ready. They don't strike and bite. They'll come up to you, they'll lick you a couple times, and then chomp on and try and wrap you.
You're like, oh, how cute! Ah!
Yeah, exactly.
Like, have you seen whenever people draw eyebrows on babies? That's what one was reminding me of.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's pretty funny. And then this is another one of my favorites. Got to get this hook up for her to be like, hey, it's time to come out and play and not eat. But this is my Maclock python.
Oh, sweet! I was actually going to ask to see that.
Yeah, I got this girl from Dennis McNamara. Matter of fact, he just had an ovulation from his Maclocks that he posted just the other day.
Damn.
These are really cool. These have they're a brown snake. Like they're not super colorful, but they're just a cool python. And they're super iridescent. The iridescence on them is crazy. Now as babies, they're super defensive. They're just all the Asis are like that, kind of as babies. They can be a little bit feisty, but these Maclocks really grow out of it. It helps if you work with them and not be afraid of them and deal with that thing. I mean, this girl at one point, decided to bite one of my fingers and wrap and think it was edible, but it was manageable. I'm used to it. It's not a big deal. I don't know. I think some people just get too worried about getting bit, and it's not a big deal. But
Look at that tiny head. They ain't gonna hurt you.
Yeah. And this girl, this is almost a 2-year-old, so she's gonna get quite a bit bigger. These guys can get, 8 feet or so. So they're a good medium-sized python. I mean, I personally, my snakes tend to get a little bit on the bigger size just because I like big snakes.
With an average.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Weird.
But yeah, Maclocks are cool. They're really fun. And then
I'm a sucker for iridescence.
yeah, I am too. That's one of my favorite things about retics. And then this is almost a yearling. This is an olive python. They have a weird iridescence. I don't know if it's going to pick up on the camera, but theirs is basically just bluish. It's this bluish purple, and they have the finest, softest scales. Like it's just, and they're just so interactive, super gentle. Except for the feeding response. Their feeding response is insane. You just got to mind the feeding response.
Right.
Work with your animals. These guys are great. Like I said, that you can make. You want a 12-foot python that's cool looking, you can raise it up and get one. You want to keep one that's about 8 feet. Male about 7 feet or so. But they're just beautiful snakes.
Oh yeah.
Just really cool iridescence. And they're like holding velvet. They are just so soft, And then this is one of my favorite boas. This is a sharp albino, but it's a purple pastel. So is that purple on the sides coming in?
A little bit, but I'm cameras suck with snakes, man.
Yeah, I know, it really does. But her sides are just straight purple. It's insane. Wow. Really cool looking. Looking forward to getting her in my projects and stuff.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, she's got a little bit more to go, but she's growing and just
Oh, there we go. Hey, there we go.
Oh,
that's purple. That's purple.
Oh,
wow, that's cool.
Isn't that rad?
Right?
And that's all from selective breeding. and it was European breeders that really worked on that, just selectively breeding that sharp strain, create some, real beautiful stuff.
And what kind of boa was that, sir?
That is a sharp albino purple pastel.
Okay.
And this was one of my, this was one of my babies from, let's see if I can adjust this a little bit better. Okay, this is one of my babies from this year, or last summer. This is actually a super jungle. These guys don't normally do real well, but I've got 2 of them, and they're doing killer so far. They do have, sometimes they can have neurological issues. Sometimes they can have digestive issues. So a lot of people will feed them lighter. Honestly, I've just fed these guys the same way. I'm kind of like, you guys are going to make it or you're going to make it. But they're doing great. And this one I'm going to keep as a pet. They're not really, you don't sell them for breeders. Honestly, most people just give super jungles away or sell them for like a lower price. But they're a cool snake. Like her eyes, let's see if I can get her to come up here. But her eyes are crazy.
It's like red outline.
There you go. Yeah, they're like little baked beans or something. They're just so
like Boston baked beans.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they remind me of like the eyes that you see on a flying fox.
Oh, right. The bats.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The flying foxes. Yeah,
Yeah.
They've got those like kind of reddish eyes. It just, I don't know. She's just a killer looking snake. So
whenever you said that, I was like, that's exactly what it is.
yeah. I don't. So hopefully she thrives. She's doing great so far. I have a sister one that's doing great. So yep. So boa stuff is, my boas are, I don't know, it's hard. Like I could never just settle with one thing. I like such a variety. Matter of fact, one other thing, carpet pythons.
I gotta admit, I'm a ball guy.
So when you work Daytona, are you gonna?
You know what? There's nothing wrong with being a ball guy. I mean, you enjoy it. That's what you're into. There are people that will keep things just because they think it's trendy or whatever. That's not my thing. I mean, this is such a hobby to me, and I've been doing this for so long. And then because I had so much time off, like it was nice that I had other things to do. This is a tiger coastal carpet python.
That's cool. That's a big freaking carpet.
I originally thought this was a female, and being an Aussie python, I named her Angela White. But turns out it's actually a male. So now he's just Mr. White. But
there you go.
Look at that bold, wide stripe.
Yeah.
And carpet pythons for me just exemplify Australia, especially coastal carpets. I love the bright black and yellow jungles and stuff like that. I love all carpet pythons, but you've only got so much room to work with what you want. And for me, I chose coastals. So I've actually got a pair that's been breeding this year. So I'm hoping to get some eggs from the coastals, and same thing with the blackhead pythons, hoping to get some eggs from them. Nope, get back.
I didn't realize carpets got that thick.
Yeah, I mean he's a young one. My big female, she's a lot thicker. Like if you see some of the coastals, now the coastals that we have in here are more closely related to what is considered northern coastals. They're closer to the more tropical range, so they're generally a little bit smaller. The southern coastals, like from Brisbane, we actually have that locality in the hobby, the Brisbane locality. Those tend to, get a little bit bigger, and like some of them, like in like the suburban neighborhoods in Brisbane and in Australia, like they find monsters because they eat cats, possums, pretty much everything. And there are like some 9-10 foot monsters that I follow a lot of those snake catchers over there that come get them from the people's houses and stuff. And it's just insane the size of some of the coastals that they get. So, I mean, they can get big. It's just it's just how much you feed them, and do you want to I'd rather keep my girl like in the 7-foot range. That's what I'm keeping her at. So I have one female and 2 males. I had another male, but I'm just waiting on weather to ship them out because I didn't need 3 males and 1 female.
right.
But it is helpful sometimes, like with some of these other python species, and honestly, sometimes ball pythons, to have extra males because, honestly, even with my ball pythons, I male combat. I'll throw an extra male in there if like he's just not getting the job done, it's not showing interest. Throw another male in there, they'll fight around a little. Yeah, they'll fight around a little bit and pull the one out that I don't want to lock, and usually the other one's locked up in a matter of time. So. Yeah,
I've definitely heard of it working before. It's not something we've tried yet, though.
Yeah, no, it's actually kind of cool.
We've accidentally done it, basically. I mean we had a girl we thought, we had a girl we thought was a girl, but no.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that happens, and it's one of those things. I'm normally pretty good about when I get snakes home, resexing them right away. But sometimes you forget, and
it took us like 7
that's how that happens.
It took us like 7 tries.
He probed it, and
I probed it. He
thought
popped it like several times.
Thought it
like
was female.
one time, fucking hemipenes pop out. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the clearest sign. Yeah, blood pythons are a challenge to sex. I sexed 2 years ago. I sexed my babies right out of the egg because that's when it was easiest to pop them because. Blood pythons, babies, you can't really probe them because when you grab them, they're so spastic that they immediately start. The males immediately start reverting hemipenes, females cloacal gaping. So popping is really the only way. But females have really large hemipene homologs, so you have to really pop them and then study it. And you're looking for. For females, you're looking for them to be small, not have a red tip, and look more like a goalpost. Males, you want them to be longer, more engorged, and a V. So, blood pythons can be a challenge. Now, when they get older, you can go ahead and sex them. And I've done that. I've actually had to check a few of mine. But it's a lot easier to probe adults. You can't really restrain them though. You just got to kind of go in there and just do it because a blood python you never want to grab behind the head. They'll like break their necks trying to rotate and squirm and get out of there. So they're one I never. If I have to do something, I just suck it up and if I'm gonna get bit, I get bit.
Do this as fast, as quick, as painless as possible.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah. So.
Prince was so into the show he almost burned the kids' pizza.
Oh shit!
Don't want to do that.
Right?
Are you going to have all these species that you've been showing us? Are you breeding all these and going to have these at the show? You're doing?
Yeah. This year I've got 5 boa pairings going. 3 of them look really good. 2 of them are right now going nowhere. One of my females, she looks ready. She's laying in the cool end. She's thick, but the moment the male comes up, and I've tried with a couple different males, the moment the male starts spurring her, she starts running around the cage. So she's just not having it right now. Hopefully, maybe she'll get in the mood. And then the other one just has no interest, and the males have no interest in her. So I got 3 boa group pairings that look good. My blackhead pythons look really good. This whole week, with the weather we've been having, they've been locked up a lot. Like, she just came out of shed on Sunday. So the combination of her being out of shed, the weather being the way it is, the male has just been super aggressive. I put them together, I think, the beginning of December or the middle of December, and he locked right away, the first 2 days. And then after that, he showed no interest. And a lot of times he looked like he was wanting to get the heck out of the cage. So I separated them, fed her, put her into a shed cycle. I fed her during the shed cycle to get an extra meal in her. And then since she shed, he has been so aggressive with her. It's been awesome to see. And same thing with the carpet pythons right about now. I have a female coastal. She was a red baby, so they're a little bit lighter colored as adults. And by red, we basically mean a reddish brown color. They're not like red like chondro babies or pure red.
Gotcha.
It's just a name they gave them because they kind of have a reddish brown tinge to them. And then I have a male that I got from Billy Hunt from Bosa Reptiles that is killer. He's a Russian outcross, so he's a Russian tiger, which has a real kind of, I don't know, just a real peppered look to it.
Oh, wow.
And then the other one is that carpet that I showed you. That's a Balin tiger, directly from Jason Balin. And
someone earlier asked from Balin, and I didn't know what they were talking about. That must have been what it was. Okay, Will.
Three of my carpets I got directly from Jason Balin, and then the other one I got from Billy. They're good looking animals, and I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the carpets too. So I'm hoping to have some at Daytona. The blackheads, they're a little bit tough because it depends. When they lay the eggs, hatching them is not easy. It's still not straightforward. I think I'm gonna follow what Derek Roddy does, which is just no substrate. Just put them in a shoebox with just a grate, no substrate or anything to keep them dry because they're real sensitive to moisture.
Wow.
And the other thing is when they come out, basically you just start assist feeding them right away. Button quail are really good for that because they're super hard to get started. So you just assist feed them with some button quail till they get up to the size, and then once they start on their own, that's it. They're eating machines. It's just kind of getting them past that initial stage. So hopefully if I get some and I have luck hatching them, I can get them started in time to hopefully bring them to Daytona. But we'll definitely have blood stuff, definitely have boas, and hopefully we'll have the carpets and the blackheads as well. And then next year, we'll have more stuff coming on. We'll have womas that are going to be ready to pair. I'm going to have one pair of green tree pythons. I'm going to have more my holdback blood pythons. They're going to get their first year. I generally start pairing, like with ball pythons, I'll pair their second winter, which is 18 months old for females. But other snakes, they need a little bit more time, but I've had success. Like, my female blood, she went at her third winter, which is 2.5 years, and no problems, lit a good sized clutch. So, your snake, if you watch your snakes, they're going to tell you if they're ready.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's just kind of,
everybody's looking for a yes, no, this is the way you do an answer, and it's all about learning your animals. And
I mean, and there's people that are diehard to their doctrine. They like things a certain way, and that's cool. If that's what works for you, that's
right.
Great. There's nothing wrong with that. If I'm not a data driven person. That's not really the way I even think in like life. So me, I like to observe what I see. And at the end of the day, young females, they're healthy. They're healthier, they're strong, they're fertile. As long as they get the size on them, and if they're showing interest and they're ready to go, they're going to go. So that's generally why for most python species, I'll try that. Even for boas, everybody's like 5 years for boas. I have no problems trying them. I had success last year. It doesn't hurt to try. If they're ready to go, they'll go.
Right.
Everybody
there ain't no scales in the wild. Well, there ain't no fucking people going, oh, you're not of age. There's no calendars in the wild either.
Yeah. And I'm good with people doing their own style. Do your own thing. This isn't like
a ton of different ways to do anything.
Yeah, it's not hard and fast. There's many different ways to go about it and be successful. There are certain things, you don't want to get your snakes too obese. I feed mine really good in the first 2 years, and then after that, I back it way down. Like my blood pythons, they only get a large rat once a month, whether they're a male, female, whatever. You know, breeding season, I'll feed them a little bit heavier leading up. Like maybe I'll feed them, maybe for like 6 weeks, I'll feed them every 2 weeks. And I'll give them some time off. And then if I feel like they're, you know, things are moving along, I feel like they're getting close to an ovulation, I'll feed them a little bit heavier. These are just things that just are not hard schedules. They're just, you know, it just depends on the flow of the animals.
Yep.
You know, and if you look into them and you read them, you know, so yeah.
Definitely, man.
I just don't like it when people pressure other people, like, oh, you're doing it wrong, or, you know, if you don't weigh for 5 years, you know, oh God, you're gonna kill your animal. And you're not gonna kill your animal. You're not, you know, may get a smaller litter, a smaller clutch, but yeah, I mean, the only thing is really if they do decide to go, maybe you get a smaller litter or a smaller clutch, but that's not always a bad thing. You know, that's less, you know, hopefully you hit your odds, get what you want, and then that's less animals that you have to sell, you know.
Yeah.
So, but don't put other people down for, you know, especially people that have, you know, I don't know, that have experience going back many years.
And especially
there's a lot of things we did wrong, like power feeding. But I hear people accuse other people of power feeding nowadays, and they don't even know what power feeding is. They don't know what it's like to be.
Dude, there used to be some sausage ass snakes.
Yeah, you know, honestly, like my second snake ever was a retic, because my first snake was an imported ball python that would never eat. So I was obsessed with retics. Everything they said about them just, you know, kind of drew me to them more because they just seemed like a gnarly animal. So I got a 3-foot juvenile, and that thing was 12 feet in 2 years. I got it from 3 to, 12 feet, and it actually looked solid. I have photos of it that it doesn't look bad at all because it was in the first 2 years. It's when you get, it's back then. They were feeding like 3 to 4 days a week, and then they, as they would get older, it would still be 5 to 7 days a week, and then adults would just stay on that cycle. That's when they would balloon up, and they would get super obese. You just gotta back it down once they hit that 2 years. Be careful.
Right. Remember, people, snakes shouldn't have hips.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So, but. Yep.
And especially boas. Boas are supposed to be nice and square.
Yeah, loaf of bread basically is the thing that they with boas. You want to see that nice side, and then kind of like a little bit of a ridge. With blood pythons, you kind of want to see that backbone a little bit.
Right.
Not a lot though. I'll be honest with you. I see quite a few blood pythons that are in pet keepers' hands that they post on Facebook and stuff, and they look underfed, and they just don't. To me, that's not a blood python.
Right.
It's too thin. It just doesn't. And I'm going by blood pythons that I've seen come fresh out of the wild. In the early '90s, and they were solid. Even going from the importers' facilities, which were horrible back then, shipped over here, and dude, they were still big animals. They were solid animals. They looked way better than some of these skinny ones I'm seeing out there. Don't be afraid to feed your animals. Don't starve them. You don't have to. I feel like there's this thing where people are shaming people too much. They've gone. It's kind of like that pendulum has swung too far. They went from power feeding, and now we're swinging to starving these things. And you gotta find happy medium.
Exactly.
So, but yeah.
Well, we definitely appreciate your. Do you have anything else you want to show before we let you go?
Let me think. What else do I have? Took that out. Oh, I got my other blood python, the one that sired the clutch. It's in the incubator right now. This is a golden eye ivory, and of course he's het for T-paws. This is a male, and he's pretty cool. When I first got him, man, he was feisty as hell.
Oh, he's a chunky boy.
Yeah.
Right.
But you see what I'm talking about with like, see that darkness down the back?
Right,
You can
right.
see it when I do the side view.
Yeah, you
The
can
karma,
definitely see how it
I believe the
pulls a little
karma
bit.
is gonna clear that up.
Huh.
His face markings are killer. I call him Misfit because he reminds me of the logo for the Misfits with his face. Kind of got these skull markings, you know. And this is like you can see. I hold him up here. See that ridge?
Oh yeah,
That's what
yeah,
you're looking for.
exactly.
And because he's a male, he's also a little bit thinner than the females. But I would not want a blood python to be any thinner than this.
Right.
Like you start getting thinner than this, and you're not doing the snake justice. And to me, they just don't. The
They're a
bloods that are
chunky snake, and that's all there is to it.
what's that?
They're a chunky snake, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah,
They're
yeah. I
supposed
mean,
to have some girth to them, you know.
yeah, they are. So, and they're cool as heck. All my stuff in my cages over here, they're all pretty much breeding and stuff. So, and but yeah, so it's. Oh, I got one more cool thing.
I think that was pretty much full grown there, Steven. They can get pretty big. They can get up to 15, 20 pounds, sometimes bigger, depending on how much you're feeding.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah. And this was my surprise on my boa litter. This guy's actually in shed. So I bred. This is a Sharp Snow IMG Aztec. Now I bred him. My male was an IMG Celtic that was known to be het sharp. Turns out he's also a jungle because I got super jungles out of the breeding. And turns out he's also het anery as well. And the female I had was a sharp albino Sunglow Jungle Aztec that now we know is het for anery as well because they produce the snow.
Wow.
And they produce 2 aneries as well.
Tons
Snows, yeah.
That snake.
And I really think snow boas are like kind of underrated. Like I'm looking for like another sharp female, and I have a hard time finding them. And this was one of the aneries. This male's definitely a keeper. This guy's pretty cool. So he's an anery.
Oh.
He's an Aztec and Celtic IMG hypo. So basically, he's an IMG Ghost Aztec Celtic, and he's het for sharp albino. So this guy is definitely a keeper. Does not like to sit still.
Yeah, I like the pattern on that one.
Yeah, the pattern's killer.
Aztecs are dope.
Really cool looking. And he's
really
going to get...
Aztec and the jungle pattern. Has anybody mixed those two?
What's that?
Has anybody mixed jungle and Aztec?
Yeah, that's what my female breeder is. She's a Aztec jungle.
Oh.
Get in there, buddy. Good job. Let me give him his little high.
Like, those are 2 genes that I've always noticed real hard, and I'm like, I bet those would be cool together.
Yeah, they are. My female, if you go on my Instagram page, I posted a photo of her not too long ago. But I don't have them now because they already sold, but I hatched out two girls that looked actually just like their mom, except they had IMG in them. So that was pretty nice. Yeah, my litter was heavy with IMG. Everything was IMG except for one ghost that I have, which is an anery hypo, and of course she's het for sharp albino, so she's het snow. Yeah, so all the others got like that super jungle I brought out earlier. That one has IMG in it, so I love the IMG stuff.
That stuff is cool, man.
3 of my 5 male boas are IMGs. I have the IMG Celtic Jungle het sharp snow. I have a IMG Key West het sharp that I've got breeding. I've also got a VPI T-Pause albino that's IMG Motley. That dude is a killer. He's, he's a brown snake, but insane iridescence, and just his look is just, I don't know, the VPI IMG stuff has a watercolor look to it. So it's pretty wild. So
Hell yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I like those a lot. So, yep. But yeah. So now it's finally, things are really starting to get going around here with breeding and stuff. It was kind of like, felt like the fall was like the work leading up to it, and now it feels like finally, once it hit January, like things are really like females are really starting to show show some thickening and stuff, and the males are really starting to show a lot more interest in them. So I don't know. I'm hoping to have a decent season this year.
Hell yeah, fingers crossed, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So.
Did have one last question. Do you make your racks or did you buy them?
No, I bought them. Like most of my rack stuff, the racks come from City Serpents. All of my cages I get from Mid-Florida Display, and this rack right here that has the ARS tubs in it, that one I also got from Mid-Florida Display, and then I have a full ARS rack over here that has the blood pythons in. I'm actually, eventually this one's going to go, and I'm going to get another ARS rack, because the ARS racks just make life more simple, with being able to move them around and stuff like that. So, and with the blood pythons, these are like the perfect size tubs for bloods. I'll eventually need to get like the big 4-footers for some of the bigger ones, but that's down the road. So, but
well, hell yeah, man! We appreciate you coming on and showing off all of your collection there, and
yeah, I appreciate you having me on.
Definitely a different show.
Hell yeah!
Definitely like seeing some crazy bloods and green trees and stuff. So
yeah, and I love my ball pythons. This guy this girl. This is my only holdback from this year. She's just an albino. She's just a regular albino, nothing fancy, doing her typical ball thing.
Right.
But I still remember going to that 92 show, and I saw the first albino ball python at Bob Clark's table, and the first albino boa that year at Pete Clark's table, Pete Call's table. And that was just something that, like, I was so blown away by that. Never seen, like, I'd seen plenty of albino corns and albino berms, but seeing it in those two, it just was like, it's just something that stuck with me. And that year was also the same year I saw womas and blackhead pythons too, and they were like blackheads like $15,000 a piece, and womas were like $7,500. So I thought I was never gonna keep these things, the albino balls were $7,500, and the albino boa was $25,000. I was like, man, I'm never going to keep these things. And so when I got back into it in 22, when I put my group together, I wanted to have a good mix of like stuff, like new projects that I'm excited about, like some of the boa stuff and some of the Karma blood python stuff. But I also wanted to have the stuff that I kept throughout the 90s too, my old school roots. And that's where some of these more, like Maclots, olive carpets, and all that stuff come from. So it's a little bit of, it's kind of nostalgia keeping.
Oh yeah.
I just, it's a good mix that keeps me interested and keeps me excited for each coming year, and I still want to add more of them. I'm hoping to eventually add ring pythons as well. I had those in the past, and back then you could get them for like, I got them for like $200 each or something. I got a pair. Nowadays they're more like, they're starting to come down in price a little bit, but they're still close to anywhere between, I've seen them from low as $750 to like $1,250. So, a little bit more, but that's just the way things go, man. What was once very common then became uncommon, and now they command a much higher price.
Yep.
So,
right.
Yep. So.
Well, hey, man, you're welcome to stick around if you want. We're going to start running some races here for the people in the chat to try to get them some credits with other breeders here.
All right. Sounds good. I'm actually, if you don't mind, I'm actually going to go grab some dinner.
Yeah, absolutely. Man. We really appreciate you coming on, Kevin.
Thanks for kicking it all in.
Everybody make sure you're following Kevin on Instagram, Arbogast Arbogast Reptiles.
Arbogast Reptiles. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I do a good job of trying to, like, post content pretty frequently. Like I said, I've got a variety of stuff. I like to have fun with the reels and stuff. I'm
Hell
a
yeah.
huge music buff. I have no musical talent, but I love music.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And so I try to, like, always, have some fun music stuff in there with my photos and with my reels, and just kind of have fun with it. For me, it's a little bit like the Instagram thing is kind of like a little bit of a creative outlet. So I just have fun with it. And I really love photographing my animals. That's something that I didn't do, like, through the 90s. And there's so many animals that, like, I had some scrub pythons that, man, I wish I had photos of some of the retics that I had, because back then the only morph was tiger retics. And then eventually super tigers and albinos came along. But so I would just get I would go to Tom Crutchfield's all the time, Sometimes I'd go there, like, it's like an hour and a half away from me. So I'd go, like, once every, 2 to 3 weeks, once a month or whatever. And I'd always pick out, some weird locality, like Sulawesi stuff and Ambon retics and Bali retics. And then just, he would get some in that just had a weird look to him and stuff. And, I wish I had photos of some of those old ones. So,
like, way back in the day, I used to have a retic, and I wish I had some photos of it, because, like,
yeah,
it was so long ago that it was, whenever we bought it, it was purchased as a yellow reticulated python.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Yeah, they used to call yellowheads, because some of them, like, you could get them even in the same clutch, because I had a trio of retics that I got from a breeder from the same clutch, where one of the females was a tiger. One of the females grew up to be just like a normal, what they would call silver phase, which is just the typical. And then the male from that litter actually had a really good yellowhead, which would be considered like a yellowhead retic. The yellowhead retics they were really highly sought after.
Dude, he was beautiful, but he was a dick.
Yeah. The only one that I had that was really bad was a Sulawesi retic. Really beautiful. I didn't know the Sulawesis are the true monsters of retics. Like, they are the largest locality, I believe. Just monsters, but super beautiful. The one that I had like, instead of the orange eyes that retics typically have, it had this golden silver colored eyes. It was just and that was something that you would find on the Sulawesis. I think most of the Sulawesis had those kind of goldish colored eyes as opposed to the oranges, and it was just something so different and weird. But that snake was absolutely from hell. I got it as a juvenile, worked with it, and when I got to about 67 feet, I took that thing back to Crutchfield and traded it in for something else, because I was like, this thing's gonna eat me alive. Like,
Right.
It's just, I don't mind taking bites, but
yeah, he would rush people and shit. Like,
yeah. So yeah, it's all that individual personality. So,
right.
Yeah. But
and I'm sure he was a wild caught too. So
Yeah,
probably like everything I got. I always bought juveniles. Like, I always bought hatchlings or young ones and raised them up, but they were all basically just wild caught, juveniles or wild caught hatchlings. None of the ones I had until like I said, in the late 90s is when I got that trio, that group. Those were all captive bred, and those are probably the only captive bred retics I ever had. All the others, and then after I eventually moved those, I haven't kept retics since 2001, I don't think. And just that was a fun time, but it was definitely, a little different. Getting feeders and stuff is, more of a challenge. Cleaning up the poop and stuff. It's definitely. So yeah, I wouldn't want to do the retic thing again, or I would do it again when I was younger, but not at this stage in life.
right,
So,
same.
Yeah. So I'm happy. I think I got a good little group going, and just try to see where I've got some projects and see where I can take them.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So.
Well, we won't take up any more of your time. I'm sure you got to go get some dinner in you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for having me, and
Hell yeah.
you guys have a good one.
Hell
You
yeah,
too. Thanks for
Appreciate
being here, man. We appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no problem. It was awesome. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Have a good one, man.
Hell yeah. Nice little chat.
Right? Got to see all sorts of stuff.
Right.
All right, so for those of you that don't know what we're doing now, we run races at the end of the show. They're AI controlled or randomly controlled races, I guess. Where if I'm going to send you to a video, matter of fact, here is the link in the chat right here. Follow this link and put some encouraging words to Kike and like rest in peace, Diana, or whatever
just
you want to.
Love, man.
Just send love to Kike or Wiz. I'm sending you to a Wiz video, but that was it was about Kike and So yeah, please just give your support and
we love you, brother.
Hell yeah. But if you do that, we will add a racer to this race, and I'll go ahead and bring that up so you can see that. Going to race some crabs.
Pause? And no thanks?
Pause? Here we go with the AI stuff, LMAO.
I don't actually think it is AI. I think it's just
whatever,
a program.
Yeah, AI was probably a little much. Big pause.
Right? Just don't let me see you racing no crabs. Oh shit, we're racing crabs?
All right, so I'll get you guys in there as I see the comments come up. We got Unlocked. We got Tire God. We got C-Dub. And obviously, if you're Patreon members, you get extra racers depending on what tier you're in.
Right. And the Patreon's all just a savings account, too. Every penny of it goes to a future snake, if that's what you're into.
Python portal. I cannot type. We got Tire God. We got C-Dub. We got Rat Bastard.
You rat bastard. Dude, I used to know a guy that every time he fucking introduced himself, like, he just wanted to be called Rat Fuck.
Rat Fuck.
That was his name, Rat Fuck. You could get away with calling him Ratty, but if it wasn't Ratty or Rat Fuck, he wasn't even listening.
Socios, we got Jamie LaSalle.
He was a cool motherfucker too. Shout out to Rat Fuck.
Got Stephen Prince. We got Jay Slithers.
And yes, he was into punk music. That's probably a giveaway.
JNS. We got Mitzi. Oh, let me get the prizes up there for y'all. So this is what you're playing for down there at the bottom. If you look at the runner, we got 75 F&A, 50 to Proxima, 50 to D's Balls and Exotics, 50 to City Serpents, 25 to Celtic Balls. Oh shit, I got Celtic Balls up there twice. It's just one. There's only one to Celtic Balls. I'll go erase that now. And then, of course, the Morph Forge coin and the 25 for F&A.
Hell yeah.
Okay, now it's correct. I think I got all the racers in there. Let's double check. Looks like everyone's in.
All right.
Good luck.
Oh no.
What?
Mark said that a berm won't eat for him. Took it down, but just wouldn't eat it. Now it's a big old mess. I love Mitzi right off the bat. Good luck, y'all. Nah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna whoop y'all's asses. Nah.
Oh, Jamie off to the early lead.
Oh, looks like Bobby just entered the races too. So.
Oh, okay. Jamie, you're
What's
on
happening,
board.
Bobby?
5.
Shout out to Texoma. Thank you very much, Holly, for helping us out with all of our logos and everything.
Right. Cool
Very much
logos
appreciated.
and the backdrop you see there, all did
Right,
by
right.
Holly from Texoma. All right. And you said I'd have to get someone on here.
Bobby. We are doing well, Bobby. Thank you very much. And
Yeah,
hope you're
Bobby.
doing well too. Tell Holly we say hi and send our love. Not too much though. I don't want Bobby whoop my ass. Oh man, there's speedies. I guess crabs aren't usually too fast though. So.
Right. Oh yeah. Locked and Loaded, one of the prize sponsors, on that one.
Nice. Hell yeah, get it, Frank.
He just did that new GHI clown video. Actually, we'll
Right,
be sending you to that video, I think, either next or, yeah, the next one would be that one.
Frank's dope, man. He's got some killer shit too.
Right. Working monsoon stuff, working cinder stuff. Like,
That cinder stuff's got me fucking thinking about all kinds of combinations.
oh, more Forge. That puts you tied for the lead. 3-way tie for the lead now.
Hell yeah, Forge. The Forge fam. Looks like they're already been doing some ice fishing.
Damn.
I think they just got it out there or something. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, GHI combos Frank has our sick.
Hell yeah. GHI is a killer gene, man. I think it's going to be one of those just staples.
Damn, Rat Bastard, you just took the lead. You got 7 now.
I don't think we'll ever have to worry about GHI being a discount gene.
Right. Mitzi does have 2
Hell yeah, Mitzi.
on the board.
And if it seems like I'm rooting for Mitzi, I'm rooting for Mitzi because Mitzi's rooting for everybody. Somebody needs to root for Mitzi. Because Mitzi's rooting for you.
Yeah, you do better when you don't watch Nick. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Here we go with it. I never win. And then
he
win,
wins,
win.
right? Oh, Elias Creative on the board with 5.
Hell yeah, Elias.
And second, tied for second.
Hell yeah.
J&S on the board with 3.
Bam!
And Keys on the board with 2.
Hell yeah.
We have one more crab race. Oh, Rat Bastard. Nope. Prince.
Bam! This crab started fucking hauling ass.
Prince, then Rat Bastard, then Keys. So
Hell yeah.
Prince actually in the lead now with 8, but wait a minute, Rat Bastard is in the lead now with 10.
You hear that, kids? You got back-to-back podiums.
Right? Doubled your score to 4.
Watch, you're still going to put rigged in there.
So Rat Bastard in the lead with 10, Prince with 8, and then we got Creative, Locked and Loaded, Morphforge, and Jamie LaSalle tied with 5.
Hell yeah.
And next we're going to have you go to that Locked and Loaded GHI video. I'm going to get the link right now. The link is... I got to hit the right button here. There we go. Now in the chat. So follow this link and leave some encouraging words for Frank, or say something about GHI or whatever you want. And I will add a racer for you.
Yes, please, and thank you.
What
There you go, Nick. That was for you.
Oh,
Woo! That was a good one. Goddamn right.
and if you guys want to race anything in particular, put your requests in the chat.
Yeah. What do y'all want to race? Somebody says done.
Yeah, I already put the link in the...
I know, but I was just saying, like, we're racing duns or something.
Duns.
Christopher Rockin' wants to race duns.
Here's,
Will said dragons.
dragons, all right.
Fuck yeah. That's my Chinese sign. And then my other one is Gemini, so I guess I'm a 2-headed dragon, which is pretty fucking dope. We'll get this man some water. I'm good. Actually, I don't have my water down here. And I just killed my coffee. I should probably go grab my water.
All right, dragons it is.
And then C-Dub says turtles and bunnies next.
Turtles and bunnies.
I don't know that we got the combo.
We'll go check your comments now.
Socios is Year of the Rat.
Got Python Portal Will, we got C-Dub, we got Socios.
C-Dub! I love saying that.
Right. And we got Prince, we got Unlock, we got Rat Bastard.
That's Rat Bastage. You rat bastage. That's such a cool name and logo. I like how it's like all rat pinked out and shit. That's...
Then we got Hurrah for LaSalle, we got Bobby Russell, we got Mitzi.
Hell yeah. And thank you, everybody, for being here today. We appreciate you.
Got J&S.
What exanthic gene is the best? That's a good question, Prince. I've seen some good and some bad examples from about everything. I think that it all kind of depends on, like, if you like working stuff, maybe go with something that somebody else isn't working as hard, so that way you can put more work into it yourself and get the results you want to see. Or if you like to have a whole bunch of stuff to work with and make crazy stuff, maybe go for one of the more popular ones. But find the gene you like and then buy with your eyes. Remember, what you get is what you produce. You fucking get cheap ass animals, you produce cheap ass animals.
Big Sam, Old City J Slithers got you.
You get some brown ass pastels, you're gonna make brown ass pastels. On the other hand, if you get some great looking pastels, you're gonna make some great looking pastels.
I think we got everyone in there that's going to comment. 114 racers.
Every once in a while, I feel like I'm hearing Wiz. Is that video still running in the background by chance?
No, Wiz's video isn't even up here.
Huh.
My phone's on. Yeah, sounds like your phone's going.
Yeah, and it's not Wiz. It's my voice up here.
And your mom's a brown pastel.
Yeah,
That's what Nick said.
How do you know my mom? I love your mama jokes.
And I kind of, I was going to say, to go back, I was kind of busy, but to answer your question, C-Dub, if I was to work a Xanthic, I'd work MJ because of what Socio says. It's a little cleaner and brighter. There is less to work with it, but that means you can be the one that decides what goes into it.
Right.
As long as you're willing to see it out. Yep, buy the best example. Sometimes there's some killer VPIs and TSKs too.
Exactly, man.
Just stay away from Joloff. I've never seen any good Joloff.
Yet. Somebody might be line breeding it.
And I'm sorry if anyone out there has Joloff.
No,
I just
not. He
I
hates
haven't
you.
seen it. They're brown, like out of the egg, it looks like.
I'm just going to lay it out there. Everybody likes the Sunday papers more than the Monday through Friday papers. How many of y'all watch a black and white TV?
Now Skeeter.
I'm done.
I'm done. Rat bastard, damn.
You rat bastard!
He's fucking looking like he wants to win this week.
Hell yeah.
Got 15. Oh, Texoma on the board now.
Hell yeah, get it, Bobby.
And we got J and S adding to his. He's doubled his score to 6.
We just stick with double this score.
We could just stick with double his score. Make sure there's no more entries here. Nope.
Yeah, I don't hear that anymore. That's nice.
VPI pipes, John Edged out, super clean off. Look at those. I don't think I saw those. Socios. And then Rat Bastard. Damn.
Rat bastard? Hell yeah. Get it, you bastard.
Socios on the board with 5. Rat Bastard, you're up to 18.
Damn.
Right? Vision Quest, one of our prize sponsors on the board.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Dan.
Right.
Yeah, Mark's like got the big lead today.
Right.
Anyone but Socio's doing. Nick's really tired of Socio's winning. No, there's some great VPI. Definitely, like if you want like incomplete DOMs already ready to go with VPI, that's the one you want is VPI. Like there's definitely a lot of legs to it.
Right.
TSK too, really. Like there's a lot of people working TSK too, and TSK is kind of cool just because it does that black thing, the black face thing, or can. I don't know if all of it does. Mitzi, you're up to 7 now. All right. All City on the board with 3.
Hell yeah.
Oh, JNS. Slowly but surely ticking his way up. He's up to 8. I think that's tied for second place with 8 with Prince, and then Rat Bastard has 10 more than them. We see that, though, sometimes, and, like, people can come back real quick.
Oh, yeah.
2 more dragon races. Oh, missing some chat here. What do we got? Saw that.
I'm in the mood to hear some your mama jokes. Everybody put your favorite your mama joke in there. It could be about my mama. I don't mind.
Late OD Pascati MJ Pied, the MJ Pied. Hell yeah, man. That'd be dope, Jay Slithers. Easier to sell VPI.
One of my favorites was your mama's so fat her high school yearbook photo was an aerial.
Someone said anyone but Socios, and then Socios wins the next one. I think that was Nick that said that.
Right.
Nick, your words somehow changed this game. Sometimes you complain,
Right.
You start winning, you talk shit about other people, they start winning. Like
You better watch the way you steer this conversation.
Bone Daddy on the board with 3. Socios, by the way, that puts you in
Fuck me.
second place with 10.
No, but thanks.
Hey, look, Irresistible's on the board with 2.
Simply irresistible. Oh yeah, by the way, I was watching today and I didn't know that Lace also had fucking musical Tourette's. That's awesome.
Socios, I hope so very much you so sincerely that you continue to win. Fuck, that didn't work either. He won. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be fucked up. Oh, PCP. That dragon was powered by PCP. And we got Keys adding to Keys on the 2-point train. That's his third 2-point game. He's up to 6 though. And then we got Texoma up to 5.
Hell yeah, Bobby.
And that was the last Dragon race. Oops. Hey.
Oh shit, I see your mama joke.
I already see a you mama joke.
Your mama's TSK dark phase is so dark. She took it to night school and it was marked absent.
Okay, this track ball is really fucking with me now. All right, there we
You're
go.
definitely welcome, Princess. Or Prince. Sorry. I would just read Princess and it sounds like Princess. Prince. Don't read the whole damn thing.
Someone said tortoises and bunnies. We have, I think we have one of the two, or maybe they might be both, but not together.
Right?
And we got Easter bunny.
Standard moderator. Spectral Serpents, you're now part of the Blue Crew. And yo, right back to you.
I guess Easter bunnies is the closest we got to bunnies. So
it is bunnies. Testically, it's bunnies.
All right, 114 names. Let's get the next video I'm sending you guys to. If you want an extra racer, you're going to go to Show Me Your Rack episode today with Dylan. Also a prize sponsor. Appreciate you, Dylan. And let me get that link in the chat for you.
Mr. James Perry says, don't forget to accidentally add like 10 more racers for me.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to James, man. He's getting a beautiful animal from us. Probably the most reactive animal we've ever had on Instagram.
Probably the best looking animal we've made. Well,
Probably,
I would say yes.
It's probably damn near my favorite animal. I don't know, man. Definitely color-wise, I think.
Thing's a rock star now, too.
So there's the link in the chat for if you want another racer.
Is it wrong that I want to be first in line for babies? You sold him this thing. I know. He's obviously working a project we work, though.
Can I be Elmer Fudd?
I don't see why not. You got a shotgun and a funny hat? If so, you got the role. Kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit.
All right, who we got in here? We got Python Portal. We got Big Sam. Unlocked.
Hell yeah, what up, Big Sam?
Got Tire Guy. We got Jay Slithers. We got J&S. We got Rat Bastard. Jamie Lasaw, Prince.
Oh, fucking Mitzi wants to know what we're commenting.
Oh, just words of support or whatever you want.
When in
really.
doubt, go with happiness.
Right. Yeah, we got to come up with something else on the next one.
Right.
Yeah, because the next one is it's Morphforge fam.
Oh shit.
It's always windy and greeny. Oh, and it always stinks there too. Not always, but
they do have
the springtime is definitely worse there when they fertilize.
It does have a certain smell sometimes.
What up, Spectral Serpents?
And it depends on where you are too, of course.
Yeah, it's usually not that windy here, Spectral. It's usually pretty mellow here, actually. Oh, I see what you're saying. You moved up to Greeley from Denver. I see what you're saying now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that Greeley is more windy than Denver.
Princess Fort Morgan is worse. Yeah, well, Wyoming's got you all beat. 'Cause my dad's from there, and that place is real windy.
Right? Well, you know why Nebraska's... why... Yeah, you know why...
No offense
Wyoming,
to anyone from Nebraska or Wyoming.
You know why Wyoming... You know why... Yeah. Fuck. What's a good plate with nothing on it? You know why Nebraska sucks? because Kansas blows.
Oh, okay, you did Kansas.
Nebraska.
You
blows.
can do any two
whatever.
states you
Yeah,
want.
as long as they're touching whatever, fine. It took too long and I did it wrong, so
Appreciate
there you
that,
go.
Spectral.
See, us Coloradans ain't much better.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and drop that link again. If you want another racer, follow this link and comment some words of support to Mickey and Lace.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hey, tell Lace more musical Tourette's.
More musical Tourette's.
I know how that goes.
All right, let's see. I got prints. So we're on. I got Socios, Spectral, Bobby Russell.
Will says, I'm taking my Jolliffe home. JK, JK. Apparently he's got Jolliffe Exotics.
Sorry, Will.
I told you Fred hated you. What? No, I didn't.
Well, hopefully he'll be the one to prove me wrong and be like, well, look at this.
Hell yeah, Mark. Your mom was so dumb she thought KFC was a UFC for chickens. Winner get loser get cooked.
What a Mystic Mountain.
I was just gonna say that. I read the comment first and I saw howdy. I thought it was fucking
Right.
Logan.
I think I got everyone in there. If you would like to add a racer to the race, follow this link in the chat.
And just throw a positive comment
Yeah,
down.
throw up some hearts or a comment or what up or whatever, and I'll give you an extra racer.
And everybody, please and thank you. Remember to subscribe and like these people's videos. I'm sure most of you guys are subscribed to them already, but, you know, if anybody ain't, they're all good people. That's why we send you there.
Absolutely. Maybe we should start sending them to bad people's pages and have them talk shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? That might be fun, actually. Do like 3 good ones and the bad one.
Oh, shit.
Just have everybody leave the comment, do better.
Do better, right? Like the guy that was juggling the snake or whatever for the little girl that fucking
Right.
pissed everyone
Do
off.
better.
Yeah, do better. Oh, let me get you in there, Mystic.
Hell yeah. Thanks for playing along.
Hell yeah.
I see that a lot. LFG, leprosy feels gross. I don't understand.
Leprosy feels gross.
No, you're right. Let's fucking go. Of course it would be leprosy feels gross.
Oh, I got to get you in there, C-Dub.
Be very quiet. Hell
Get you
yeah,
in
Briggs.
there. Vision Quest. Then Socios and then Jamie Lasalle.
Nice.
Vision Quest up to 7. Socios, that puts you up to 13.
Just for Nick.
And Jamie, that put, yeah, Nick, he hasn't won anything today.
What's
He hasn't gotten even placed.
Suicide watch for Nick.
Suicide watch for Nick.
Everybody keep tabs on that, man.
Jamie LaSalle, you're up to 7. And you get C-Dub in here, another racer.
Mark says, I have heard that about leprosy.
Leprosy feels gross. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So Mark in the lead with 18, but he has cooled off a little bit because Socios now has 13 in second. And let's see, I think JNS right behind Socios with 8. So
And actually,
JNS
it wasn't Mark that said that. It was Mark Ham Reptiles. I'm sorry.
Mark Ham Reptiles. Oh, you said.
Spider Mark, if you will.
Bone Daddy.
Yeah, I have a bad fucking habit of just reading the very front of a name.
Puts you up to 8, Bone Daddy. Damn, Mitzi, you're up to 10 now. In the running, JNS, that puts you up to 10. I think you and Mitzi are tied for third place there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Mystic Mountain. Says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and like button and subscribe.
That's a
and all
target
that
with a
stuff.
dartboard.
Yeah, you know, well, I'm not going to say
Dart.
target board
Dart
thing
target
that fucking
board
take up all that time, you know? Now that we've discussed it, I should have. It's like fucking making a combo name. It doesn't save any damn time. You still have to explain what the hell it is.
But you only have to explain it once, though, and then it does save time.
No, only to that person, maybe. If you're explaining it to me, it might be multiple times you have to explain it. I'm just saying, I'm a forgetful person.
Damn, look at Bone Daddy. Is he going to hold on? Nope. PCP. That bunny is powered by PCP.
Damn! That bunny is tripping his balls off. It's watching itself from itself.
That puts PCP, Precious Clutch Projects, up to 10. Unlocked. You're finally on the board, bro, with 3. He's
Hell
not
yeah.
listening, though, because he does better when he doesn't listen.
No, he is listening. He says, I should have plenty of racers. And fucking, he says, I'm second from top tier Socios.
Oh,
Socios must have said something about, oh yeah, he did. It pays to Patreon.
Is that 3? I think we got 2 of these left. Yo, mama's so fat she walked by the TV and I missed 3 episodes of Animal Control.
Behemoth?
My ears are closed. Having a ball, Josh.
Hell yeah, Josh.
Then Morph Forge, then Big Sam. Having a ball, that's your first points. Morph Forge, you're up to 8. And Big Sam, you're up to 5.
Hell yeah.
Got a lot of people with that 7-8 area.
Right.
All right, last bunny race. Get these Oil Slicks vapes from Starbuds, and they taste really good. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I smoked that.
Oh, Prince, gonna hold on. Nope, Rat Bastard finally added to his
Rat
total
Bastard.
again.
Hell yeah.
Puts you in the 20s now. You're 23.
He won that one because he's the only one still telling your mama jokes.
Ah.
And thank you for that, Rat Bastard.
Jamie LaSalle, that puts you up to 10. And Vision Quest, that puts you up to 9. We got Rat Bastard with 23. Socios in second with 13. Then
Jordan.
we got JNS, Mitzi, and Jamie LaSalle all tied at 10.
Damn.
And then we got Bone Daddy, or no, I'm sorry, Vision Quest with 9. And then Bone Daddy, Morph Forge tied at 8. And looks like Locked and Loaded at 7. And PCP has 10 as well. So it was actually Jamie Lasaw, Mitzi, JNS, and PCP are all tied at 10
Damn.
for third place, basically.
Hell yeah.
4-way tie for third. Copy all these names.
And if you're wondering, yes, it is completely rigged. We always have our friends win because y'all are friends. Every one of you is. That's how you rig it.
We're going to race, probably do the brain rot race. Huh?
Sure. That's a rabbit bastard. You are not wrong, Nick. You are not wrong. That was a rabbit bastard.
All right, and we're going to send you to, we got 2 sets of races left. For this set, we're sending you to Morphforge Fam's channel. They just interviewed Mission Morphs, so if you want to just either encouragement for Morphforge or encouragement for John and veterans, then that'd be great.
Ooh, Nick says insulation be making my face itchy as fuck. So the secret with insulation, first and foremost, do not sweat. Stay cool. Cool pores, close. Hot pores, open. Fiberglass, go in hot pores. Whenever you're done, take a cold shower. I used to work fiberglass a lot. Oh shit. Duval!
What up, Duval?
Nick says he's nice and cold in the basement. Good. That's step one. Just make sure you don't work too hard and sweat, man. If you sweat, that shit, it's like fucking tar and fucking feathers, man. Sweat and insulation.
Okay, sorry, I fucked up. Here's the link. Right. Yeah. Accidentally copied and pasted all the names into the chat and had to go back and delete them all. It took forever.
Yeah, I used to have to do it in attics too. Summertime, there ain't no way avoiding it. You're gonna get fucking sweaty and it's gonna suck and ugh. Just remember that cold shower.
All right, so the link is in the chat. If you want another racer, follow that link that I just posted in there and go comment some support for Morphforge Fam.
Hell yeah. The Morphforge Fam.
All right, we got J Slithers, we got JNS, we got Spectral.
Fucking Nick. I actually think all of your moms are hot as fuck. Spectral Serpents agreed.
C-Dub.
C-Dub. Hey, gang.
We've got Big Sam, Jamie Lasaw, unlocked. We got Rat Bastard. We got Mystic Mountain. And I think that's it. Oh, there's Mitzi.
Hell yeah, Mitzi.
Can't leave Mitzi out.
Coming in on parachute. I'm here.
All righty. Italian brain rot. That rhino toaster's gonna win. Maybe. Actually, looks like it is.
It does look like it's gonna.
D's balls and exotics
Damn, hell yeah, D's.
on the board.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
And Socio's trying to catch up to Rat Bastard, up to 16. Morphforge also trying to get up to 10.
Your mama's so dumb she stared at a can of OJ for a day because it said concentrate.
Ah!
That is a good classic one there.
Oh, you're good, Mitzi. No worries.
Your mama's so bald headed she blow dry her hair like.
Hey, we got a 5-way tie now for third.
5-way, that sounds sexy. Wait, what?
Yeah, Morphforge, Mitzi, JNS, PCP. I thought there was one more. Where is it? Jamie Lasaw, all tied at 10. Lindwyrm on the board with 5.
Hell yeah. Big Perm? I mean, Lindwyrm?
Vision Quest, you just added 3 to yours. So you're up to 12. Dan actually ain't doing too bad for not participating and only having the couple racers in there.
Karen says, I want a refund. Give me the manager. I mean, Nick.
Nick. Nickrin?
Carrick? It's a mixture of Karen and Nick. Carrick.
JNS and Vision Quest are now tied for third with 12. And then we got Mitzi, Morphforge, and PCP tied for fifth, I guess, with 10. Rat Bastard 23, Socio 16.
I wonder if anybody names their kid Karen these days.
Ah, right. C-Dub, that puts you on the board.
Hell yeah.
5 points even. Tony Grinder. Tire God. Damn, that was his first points too.
Fucking Nick. Maybe I'll win in 2027.
Oh shit, Rat Bastard increasing his lead. Damn.
Your mama's so dumb she got locked in a grocery store and starved.
Yeah. Oh, Mitzi, you're in that 12-point tie or 3-way tie for third now. Rat Bastard's up to 28, though, with Socio's 12 points behind him in second.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Rat Bastard might be trying to run away with it this week.
Right? You rat bastard. Go eat a sandwich.
Yeah, you're not yelling at your TV loud enough, Nick, or your phone, or whatever you're watching on.
Right? Might have to hurl that phone.
Oh, Socio's one. Nick is going to hurl his phone now.
We'll hear from Nick in about 2 weeks when he gets a new phone.
And Jamie got 5 points the hog way.
Damn! That's not easy to do.
Jamie, that puts you up to 15.
Ba-ding.
And third place all by yourself. We got Rat Bastard with 28, first place. Socio second with 21. And then Jamie Lasalle in third with 15.
Fuck yeah.
Last brain rot race.
We need more ties.
The Cappy Coconut.
The Cocoa Bear?
Spectral.
Hell yeah.
On the board with 5.
Bam!
And Keys. Damn, Keys has been kind of plucking away too.
Right.
He's up to 12 in that tie group with 12. JNS trying to wander away from that 12 group, though. He's up to 14 now. He got 4th place all to himself.
Hell yeah.
We're going to run the last set of races here. We'll copy these names.
What do you guys want to race? First one gets it.
Race?
First one gets it. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, so you got 5 points, Spectre. You haven't won anything yet. You got to get more points to win. But
I don't know that there is giraffes. We can see, though. Clowns.
I know we got clowns.
Yeah.
I don't think we have
circus. Sideshow.
Closest to giraffes we had was like horses or camels. But yeah, we'll do clowns. We haven't done clowns in a minute.
Right. Says, I don't know, man. I was under pressure.
I was under pressure.
Hell yeah. And just breathe. We'll make it through this. It's okay. I understand it's a lot of pressure. All
right, there's all the names. Put this back up here. And we're going to send you to, what was it? Oh, yeah, 217 Will. His first Snakes and Coffee episode.
Hell yeah. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, or at least catch that replay. Make sure you're subscribed, please, so you get those reminders.
Get pressure and lots of THC. Hell yeah.
That's how you form diamonds.
So follow that link that I just left in the chat. Go leave some words of support for Will or some whatever stoner saying you want to have or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Ask him where he got his Yo Mama joke, rat bastard.
Right.
Your mama's so fat when God said let there be light, he told her to kick sand. Never want to make diamonds out of THC. I just like smoking weed. Yeah, pre-run. I smoked that pre-run.
Grandpa's pre-run.
All right, so follow that link. Go comment. I'm going to go look and see who we got.
Look and see. And thank you, everybody, for being here. We have fun doing these.
Jay Slithers Tire got unlocked.
We like to know that we're one of the reasons you yelled at your TV today.
Got socios.
Socios. Is that Phil Collins? Wasn't Phil Collins that Stussio song? Stussio. I sail away. Oh.
Prince, got Jamie.
Fucking tire god. Your mama is so mad at me, she killed my racers. I like that. That's like a continuation of a joke type shit scenarios. Fuck yeah.
Mom's
no,
so
Tiger
tall
God
she
that
got
said that,
arrested
sorry.
for being high.
Man, my dyslexia is really fucking with me today and rolling shit and fucking flipping stuff. And it's fun though. It keeps things exciting.
Spectral, got you.
Anybody else with dyslexia have days that are way worse than others?
That one hits home with me, Jamie. But Mom was so mad she killed all my racers. Unlocks all that one hits home with me, Jamie.
That's funny.
Oh, Spectral said yes. Prince says every other day. Socio says I do.
Fucking A. It seems like a lot of us in the snake game have dyslexia. I have noticed that.
Yelling didn't start yet. AJ Rams game is just about to start. There's going to be yelling for sure.
Well, we're just warming up them vocal cords for you.
My retardia does that.
I got that too as well, Nick. I thought it was just like me. No, I didn't. Take a look around. It's everywhere.
I think I got everyone here. Let's do this final set of races and be sure to stick around so I can get what you guys want for prizes.
Hell yeah, Spectral Serpents. Glad to hear you're off the opiates.
Hell yeah.
He said it was a lot worse whenever he was on them, but since he moved to Colorado, he's been off of them. Yeah. That's fucking awesome to hear. Keep kicking ass, brother. Or sister. What is your name? We don't really know you yet, I don't think.
Sometimes I read backwards better than forwards. Starbucks mochas. Rat bastard. Damn, he's trying to lock this shit up.
Name's Lauren. Well, hello, Lauren. Been here for about 5 years now. Hell yeah. I would like to say I will remember your name, but you can ask anyone here. I won't. I am horrible with names, and I'm sorry, and I apologize right now. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to remember.
Spectral is Lauren. Lauren. I will try to remember.
Right.
Oh, unlock. Yeah, unnick locked.
Unnick locked. Oh,
says, where's the bong? So, Fred's got a new bong.
Yeah, my other one broke on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
I just got this one a couple days ago in the mail. It's just about cash, so. All right, good luck, everyone. 4 more races. Yeah, I just got this one, Nick.
Nick Tighter.
Got the honeycomb diffuser like my last one had, but this one's got the tornado diffuser as well, so it swirls the water if it gets up to this point, so it can't splash up into your mouth or anything.
It's fucking fancy.
Under $100 too. Delivered. More Forge.
Hell yeah.
Damn, and then Rat Bastard again.
Damn. Mark's kind of killing it.
Right? More Forge. That puts you up to 17. Mark, that's puts you up to 36. PCP, that puts you up to 12 in that 12-point club. 3 more races. Phoenix being first, one of the biggest winning gaps ever to not winning for a month. Son of a bitch. Rat Bats must be the Yo Mama jokes.
Yeah, right?
Jamie. Hurrah for Lassa. Puts you up to 20. Damn, I think she's in second now. Nope,
Damn.
She's in third. Socios has 21.
Damn.
She's 1 point behind second. Stan, first points. And Locked and Loaded, up to 9.
Hell yeah.
2 more races.
It's not a 2 more.
Not a tumor.
You said 2 more.
Whatever, dude. Oh, shit. Locked and Loaded.
Uh-oh.
Definitely. I think he's got that one. Unless
Right.
he stops at the finish line. Got it.
They have done that before.
Right. Locked and Loaded up to 14.
Though. Damn.
Jamie Lasaw up to 23.
Now Jamie's in second place.
Right. And Tire God, that's doubles your score to 4. Last race.
So, Jordan, we need you to come in third on this, second in this race, so you get 3 points, so you tie with Jamie. I like them ties. Oh, shit, out of
Mystic
nowhere.
Mountain.
Hell yeah.
So, unfortunately, that was your first points, Mystic, so you didn't get anything today.
Right? They just really wanted that last point, though.
Right? Then J&S, that adds 3 to yours. You're at 17 with that. And Proxima, they had 3. They doubled their score to 6. So we got Rat Bastard got first. What do you want, Mark, out of the prizes? Got 75 F&A. We got 50 to D's Balls, to Socios, as well as, I think, Locked and Loaded.
Fucking Tire God Jamie says, wow, 4 points. He must have got 4 points.
Or, I'm sorry, it was 50 to Proxima, 50 to Socios. I think it should.
Mark said F&A credit.
Hold on, I don't have this right.
We're experimenting with testicles.
But he wants F&A though? All right. So 75 F&A for Mark. But let's see. Proxima Socios and D's Balls is what the $50 prizes should be.
Nick says, it would be nice if you guys kiss me before you fuck me or dinner. Hey, you're the one always flirting with us, Nick.
Whoa! Okay, so we got Mark down for the 75 F&A. Next up, we got second place, Jamie Lasaw. We got the three $50 credits left. Proxima, these balls, Socios. We got 25 to Celtic or 25 to FNA or $10 Morphforge coin.
Socio says Proxima.
Okay, I will give you Proxima as long as Jamie Lassade doesn't want Proxima. She technically has the pick before you. Jamie, what do you want?
Jamie said
Oh,
Proxima.
she wanted Proxima, so sorry, Socios. Jamie got the 50 Proxima.
Oh, Jamie said I can do FNA, but I think the FNA one's gone too, right?
We got 25 FNA if she'd rather do 25 than the 50 to Proxima. But you're second place, Jamie. It's your choice.
Yeah, it's your choice. Jordan's not going to hold no grudges or nothing. He's a good guy.
Yeah, just let me know, Jamie, if you want Proxima or FNA, and I can give Socios Proxima. Okay, Jamie, cool.
Fuck yeah, Jamie.
So 25.
Jamie is an awesome one.
And then Jordan from Socios will get.
Now Jordan saying, "No, give me the 25 FNA."
No, you're getting the Socios. Too late.
No, take it, Jamie.
I got other stuff to give out here. Okay, so fourth place we got.
I love our crowd, man.
17 is next, I think. 17 points. We got Morphforge 17. JNS also has 17, so we got to do a tiebreaker.
Yeah, Jamie and Jordan, you two work it out and let us know who's getting what, and that's fine.
JNS probably think about what you want because I haven't seen Morphforge in here today, so they'll probably get the next thing that's available.
Yeah, we allow trading back and forth and stuff too, so it doesn't really matter. You guys can work it out.
All right, so this is for 4th and 5th place.
4th and 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
Yeah, I would say technically it should be Jamie that gets the pick. She did have 2nd, so really whatever she wants the most is what it should be. Morphforge gets 4th. JNS gets 5th, but Morphforge, are you in here?
Forge fam!
This race might have been for nothing.
Right.
In here anyway.
They're probably out fishing, man.
Right. Enjoying that ice fishing weather.
Man, if you could be posted up in somewhere warm on top of ice and fishing, that warm part makes a difference.
Okay, so Jamie, yep, okay, I FNA, and then we are going to give Socios the 50 to Proxima. And then, okay, so JNS, we got 50 to D's Balls and Exotics, 50 to Socios.
James says, I got debt. I need FNA. Hell yeah. Sounds like they got it worked out. Good crowd.
So, Jordan, do you want the $50 Socios or $50 D's Balls and Exotics? Or there's 25 Celtic or $10 Morphforge coin?
Let us know, mine.
JNS, what do you want? These balls, all right.
D's, throw some D's on that bitch.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give Morphforge fam the other $50 credit just because it's the most valuable one up there. So they're getting 50 to Socios.
Socios. Jordan.
And then we have 6th place is going to be Locked and Loaded, I think. Make sure. Yeah, it looks like Locked and Loaded got 5th with 14 points. Or 6th, I mean. We'll go ahead and give him the $25 Celtic. Unless, who was 7th? Oh, wow, we might have to do a tiebreaker for 7th.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4-way tie for 7th. That's a 12-point club.
Damn.
We got Mitzi, we got Vision Quest, we got Keys, and PCP all tied. So we need to do a tiebreaker real quick.
I'm sorry, but y'all already know I'm voting for Mitzi because Mitzi voting for all y'all.
We got, let's see, it was Mitzi, Keys, PCP, and Vision.
Mitzi's so nice, she don't even go for herself.
All right, yeah, that's it. That's everyone. This will be for 7th place. If the winner is in here, I will let them choose between the Morphforge coin and the $25 Celtic credit. And then I'll give Frank whatever's left. Keys, are you in here? I don't know that he is.
Right.
Keys, if you're in here, would you like the $10 Morphforge coin or $25 Celtic Balls credit?
And we can let them both know, like, yo, you guys can trade between each other or whatever, too.
Right. I'm just going to write them down for the Morphforge coin.
Yeah, the way they fell, pretty much, right?
Yeah, and then if he wants to change it, he can change it.
So Frank for the Socios, is that what it was?
Yeah, Frank got $50... Or no, that was Morphforge that got the $50 Socios.
Right.
Frank got the $25 Celtic Balls.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
So more Rat Bastard, you got 75 F&A for getting first. Jamie LaSalle took 25 F&A for getting second.
F&A.
Socios got third, took $50 Proxima. And then fourth, we had Morphforge Fam. They got $50 Socios.
Fuck yeah.
Fifth, we had, where is it?
Jordan.
It was JNS, James, and he got the $50 to D's Balls and Exotics.
Hell yeah.
And then sixth place was Locked and Loaded, $25 Celtic. Seventh, Keys, $10 Morphforge coin.
Boom.
So appreciate you all for coming out.
Absolutely.
We will get with you next week and, we'll do this again. Peace.